Are you looking for a great whole house water filter system? I'm going to show you one today. It's the Simpure system. Hi everyone, this is the Simpure DB10C-2 filtration unit. This is a nice unit. I've put a lot of Simpure products in before. This one will not disappoint. It's a very nice, sturdy unit. It's got a full bracket on it. Then it has the 2 canisters on it as well, and the nice big 4x10 sumps. This one came loaded with the CTO cartridge and also the KDF cartridge. Both these cartridges reduce odor in the water, but the nice thing about it, I'm just going to read it down it removes chlorine, taste, and odors and VOCs in the CTO, and on the KDF, it'll remove iron, lead, nickel, odors, heavy metals, and hydrogen sulfide. So this covers a lot of impurities that's in your water. The CTO is also a 5-micron filter. So if you have impurities, any sediment or anything come through the water, this will catch it. The unit does come with anchors, Teflon tape, instruction manual, and it comes with replaceable air release caps and springs. So if you ever have any issues with the air releases, you do have those replacements as well. It also comes with a filter wrench. With this one, we do have 1-inch inlets and outlets, and those have a brass bushing in for a good connection. So on our installation, we're going to be coming off this 1-inch pressure regulator. I'm going to be disconnecting the union right here, cutting the 1-inch copper, and then adapting that over and connecting that up to the unit. It does come with anchors with it, but I'm going to use some heavy-duty anchors for the wall. This unit does have some weight on it, and then when you put the water in it, it's going to get even heavier. So you want to make sure that's secured to the wall. If you can find a stud, that's even better. If you can get one of these on a stud and the other one on a very secure anchor, that'll work as well. You can also put up a 1x6 board, and then you can attach the unit to that. That works well. I've done that several times, and it's a nice solid installation. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed, and then we'll go over the installation and have some water. We've got the installation done. The unit is mounted to the wall. We did end up hitting one stud, so that was great. And on the other one, we end up using a heavy-duty anchor, and that's got a nice shank on it. So once again, just make sure you use everything heavy-duty as far as anchoring. If you can hit a stud, go for it and get everything secured. Also on the installation, I ended up putting a valve up here as well. So you have the shutoff valve here. It goes into the system and then out. When you're changing the cartridges, you can just go ahead, if you install one of these valves, you shut that off, change your cartridges, and then once you get it all put back together, you can turn it on. That way you don't have to drain down the whole house to achieve what you're after. Okay, so we're ready for the first filter, and that's going to be the CTO. And on the sump, this is the sump, it's just the unit which the cartridge fits in. You've got 2 sets of O-rings, one on the top for the seal and a seal around here as well. I use Keys grease. It's a multi-purpose silicone grease. It is food safe, and it's just a great grease that I've been using for years. And you're just going to apply that to the top and to the side O-ring, and just take your finger and lightly give that a nice film. Same on the other. At this point, we're going to go ahead and install our filter. Make sure that top seal's on. And when you're tightening these, just give them a good snug. Don't go crazy on it and over tighten them. It will be a big time pain when you go to replace the cartridge itself. All right, so now that we have the filters installed, the sumps are back on, it's ready to turn the water on. I'm going to go ahead and shut this valve off, and what we're going to do is just slowly fill these units up, check for any leaks. Shouldn't be any. Water will fill in this one, and this one will actually be compressing air into it. So once that's done, we'll trigger the top air release and get the rest of the water in. And there's the water coming in this one. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go up to the air release, put my bucket under there. Okay, and there I've got. All right, so now I have water coming out of it, and I'm ready to go ahead and flush the system. On this, you need to just go to the closest faucet, turn it on cold only, and then flush the system out for 10 minutes. Once that's done, you can use the water right away. It is suggested in the manual to go ahead and let the system sit for an hour, flush it again, and then it's ready to go ahead and use. The reason for that is you just want the media inside this to swell and to capture everything that's going through it initially. All right, we've got the whole system flushed. Flushed it for 10 minutes as required by the manual. And I just can't say enough about Simpure products. Like I said, I've put a lot of the products in, been super impressed with it, from a whole house filter, just a single stage sediment type filter, to a spin down filter. And I also use a lot of their other products through our plumbing business. For 27 years we've been in business. But once we started using their product, I'm sold on the quality of their product. Once again, this is the DB10C-2 system. These are great systems because you've got this dual filtration. You can also, if you want to, just go with a standard sediment filter in front of this and then a carbon activated. It depends on the setup you want to do and your situation. If you're on a well, you definitely want to get a 5 micron filter in the first stage, number 1 coming in, and to catch any particles that are coming into the system, and then go into your carbon or whatever filter you're going to go into, and let that go ahead and just purify everything else. So that is it. So if you're looking for a great system or a great product, definitely suggest Simpure.